Hello, my dear children in grade 7. Grade 7 Geography, Lesson 3. The landscape of Sri Lanka. In this lesson, you can study how the interaction of physical environment and human activities affects to the geographical environment. Here we are going to study about the following topics. What is the landscape? Identify regional landscape. Mapping the regional landscape. Describe the regional landscape and identify the interaction in between the physical landscape and human activities. Now let's see what is landscape. You know, children, we receive beautiful and valuable environment by nature. Land, water, air, forest, minerals belong to this natural environment. When living in an area, man changes some natural things according to their needs. Example, we build roads, buildings, service centers, agricultural lands according to our needs. As well as man adapts and changes his behaviors and activities according to the natural conditions of the environment. So, it is the landscape that combines the natural environment and the human activities built on it. Therefore, the landscape of an area is combination both physical and human landscape. You should remember the landscape of an area is combination both physical and human landscape. Even though our country is a small island, it has various physical and human features. According to these differences, Sri Lanka is divided into 5 regional landscapes. They are hill country, the dry zone, the wet zone, Jaffna Peninsula and the islands, the coastal belt. Let's see again. Sri Lanka is divided into 5 regional landscapes: hill country, the dry zone, the wet zone, Jaffna Peninsula and the islands, the coastal belt. In this map, you can see these 5 regional landscapes. Then, let's learn about the landscape of the hilly region. In the lands located 300 meters above the mean sea level, a hill country landscape can be found. Such landscapes are mainly found in both the Central Hills and Sabaragamuwa Hills. We can identify this landscape mainly both in Central Hills and Sabaragamuwa Hills. When compared to other landscapes, complex physical landscape can be identified in this region. We can identify complex physical landscape in this hilly region landscape. What are the main physical features in hilly region? We can identify mountain ranges, plateaus, river flowing through valleys, waterfalls, gaps or passes as physical features in hilly region. We know that there are complex relief features in hilly region. Mountain ranges are one of them. The main mountain ranges of the Central Highlands are located in the shape of an anchor. The main mountain ranges of the Central Highlands are located in the shape of an anchor. Let's see. Samanala, Pidrutalagala, Kigalpotta, Haputale, Dolosbage, Namunukula, Lunugala, and Knuckles. These are the main mountain ranges in central hill country. Now let's see the map. Namunukula, Knuckles, Dolosbage Mountains, Lunugala, Totapola, Ragala, Pidrutalagala, Haputale, Kigalpotta, and Adams Peak. Okay, let's identify the location of the main mountain ranges again. Here you can see Namunukula mountain range and Knuckles range. This one is Dolosbage range. Here you can see Lunugala mountain range, Totapola mountain range, Ragala mountain range. Here you can see Pidulutaragala range and Haputale range, Kigalpotta range and Adams Peak, Samanala mountain range. Here you can see clear the peak of the mountain. Then we can identify several peaks in a mountain range. In this picture, you can see Saptakanya mountain range. Look about the several peaks in Saptakanya range. Now here you can see several peaks. Another one shows the Knuckle range. It has several peaks. Then let's learn about the plateaus. Plateaus are another common feature can be seen in hilly areas. It is a flat, elevated landform located in mountain landscape. You should know the plateau is a flat, elevated landform located in mountainous area. Let's identify main plateaus in Sri Lanka. Kandy Plateau, Welimada Plateau, Hatton Plateau, Horton Place Plateau, Koslanda Plateau, and Mahawalatanna Plateau. Now let's identify these plateaus in a map. Kandy Plateau. You can see here Welimada Plateau. This is Hatton Plateau. This one is Horton Place Plateau, Koslanda Plateau, and Mahawalatanna Plateau. Here you can see a picture of Horton Place Plateau. Look at the picture. You can see flat land area in a highland. Now, I think you may have a clear picture about the plateaus. Now, let's learn about the gaps or passes. A pass is a gap or a break in a highland, like mountain range. In a group of mountains, a pass being a path for crossing mountains. Mountain passes may be formed by erosion from water or wind. Roads and railways have been built through passes. Now, Balana Pass, Galagidra Pass, Ginigathena Pass, Ella Pass, Balakadua Pass are the examples of the passes in Sri Lanka. Let's see several passes in Sri Lanka in our hill country map. Now children, let's identify several passes in our hill country. Matale Pass. Here you can see Galagedara Pass. This is Ginigathena Pass. This one is Ella Pass. Balana Pass. Now, I think you have a clear picture about the passes in our central hills. There are two pictures of gaps in Sri Lanka. First one is the Ella Gap. Second one shows the image of Kadugannava Pass. Here you can see how paths are used to build the roads and railways. Waterfalls are another important relief feature can be seen in hilly areas. A waterfall is a river or other water body steep fall over a rocky ledge from upland area. There are several waterfalls in hill country and they enhance the beauty of the mountains. It also helps to generate hydroelectricity. Now let's identify the waterfalls in central hills. Dunhinda Fall, Ratna Ella, Kurunduaya Fall, Rambada Fall, Aberdeen Fall, Devon Fall, Lakshapana Fall, Bambarakanda Fall, Bakers Fall, Galagama Fall, Kirindiyala Fall, Ravana Fall and Diyaluma Fall. Bambarakanda is the highest waterfall in Sri Lanka. Let's identify these waterfalls in a hill country map. Let's begin. Ratnella, Kurundoyalla, Aberdeen Falls, Ramboda Fall, Dunhinda Fall, Manavela Fall, Devon Fall, Lakshapana Fall, Bambarakanda Fall, Bakers Fall, Galagama Fall, Ravana Fall, Diyaluma Fall and Kirindiyala Fall. Here you can see some images of beautiful waterfalls in Sri Lanka. First one is Lakshapana Fall. It contributes to generate hydroelectricity. Then, second one shows Baker's Fall. It is located in Houghton Place. Third one is image of Bambarakanda Fall. It is the highest waterfall in Sri Lanka. Last image shows Ravana Fall. You should have an idea about the location on main waterfalls in Sri Lanka. Sometimes you may have to identify the location or mark location of the waterfalls in your exam paper. What do you know about the vegetation cover in mountainous area? According to the nature of the land, rainfall, temperature, and altitude, these forests differ from the forest in other regions. These forests are cooler than the lowland forest and rich with biodiversity. Many types of orchids, mosses, and ferns trees are common here. The trees grow to height about 10-15 meters, shorter than the lowland forest trees. These forests are the catchment area for most of Sri Lanka's major rivers. Therefore, you should know vegetation cover is compatible with relief and climate. Short trees can be seen here due to changes in rainfall, temperature, and altitude. Grassland and plateaus can be seen here. Then let's learn about the human activities in mountainous areas in Sri Lanka. Here we can identify several human activities suited to their environmental conditions. Therefore, crop cultivations in commercial level, roads and railways with more bends, homes built in slopes, and tourism can be identified as outstanding human activities in this region. Tea cultivation can be described as a significant human activity in the hill region. It is carried out as a commercial cultivation. It is also suitable for the climate of the hill as well as the nature of the land and soil. With the tea plantation, we can identify tea factories, large group of workers' houses and bungalows, developed road system, cultural heritage of the state workers. Let's learn about the other cultivations in hill country. It is important to know about the other cultivations in hill areas. You know, cultivations like vegetables, fruits, and flowers can be seen here. The people in these regions are also cultivated the above crops as their livelihood. Therefore, vegetables like carrot, beetroot, leeks, cabbage, fruits like grapes, avocado, and strawberry, flowers like roses, orchid, and lily are grown here. Constructions. The road in the mountains shows a specialty. We can see roads with more bends here. These winding roads are constructed to suit the hilly environment. In addition to that, we can see here houses built on the slopes. Tourist industry. According to the all above, now we know mountainous region has a wonderful landscape than the other regions in Sri Lanka. Therefore, this area is also a tourist paradise. Local as well as foreign visitors come to visit this region annually. Beautiful sceneries like mountain ranges, waterfalls, hill forest, flower gardens, rivers, mist and cold, tourist hotel and bungalows, recreational activities are developed the demand of this region. In this lesson, we learn about the landscape of hilly region. We learned about the physical environment as well as human activities build on it. Now, I think you may have very clear picture about the hill country. Let's meet again with landscape of the dry zone. Have a nice day.